G4 Faithful, you might notice the different hoodie. This is because I couldn't find a tuxedo. And that's because it's the Freeplay Awards nomination reveal. I'm going to be wearing the same outfit during the event, so don't get your hopes up for me finding a tuxedo anytime soon. You have no idea how much that shit costs. Anyway, let's get these nominations out of the way, starting with the best indie title. Your nominees are
Pizza Tower by Tour de Pizza, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk by Team Reptile, RZ, The Jewel of Faramore by CDI Games, and Hypno Space Outlaw by No More Robots.
Our next category is the best remastered. Your nominees are
Postal Redux by Running with Scissors, Burnout Paradise Remastered by EA Games, Super Mario RPG by Nintendo and Square Enix, and SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated by THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp Studios.
After that category, we have the Commitment to Community Award, which is basically, has your game updated so that way it's up to date with modern times? And has your community been so supportive? Has your community had a giant workshop even? Your nominees are
Postal 2 by Running with Scissors, Deep Rock Galactic by Ghost Ship and Coffee Stain, Helldivers 2 by PlayStation Studios, and Metal Hellsinger by The Outsiders and Funcom.
We all love music. I do too, especially video game music. So this award is dedicated towards that. Your nominees for Best Soundtrack are
Rugrats Adventures in Gameland by Nick and Media Indie Exchange, Metal Hellsinger by The Outsiders and Funcom, Postal Brain Damaged by Running with Scissors and Hyperstrange, and Pizza Tower by Tour de Pizza.
Video games may be fun with just yourself, but they're even better with friends. So this one goes to the best online multiplayer. Your nominees are
Terry Unite by Pixeltail Games, Content Warning by Landfall Games, It Takes Two by EA Originals, and Warframe by Digital Extremes.
This category goes to the worst of the worst. The Worst Game Ever Award. Your nominees, once again, are
Postal 3 by Akela Interactive, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection by Aspyr, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League by Warner Bros. Games and DC Comics, and Overwatch 2 by Activision Blizzard.
Now we all love spending time on these things. I sadly can't. This thing's glued to my head until Season 3 ends. I mean that. I should probably go to a hospital. Anywho, your nominees for Best VR title are
Half-Life Alyx by Valve Software, Beat Saber by Beat Games and Meta, Bone Lab by Stress Level Zero, and Asgard's Wrath 2 by Sanzaru and Meta.
Now, this next category goes to the weird and overall the games that make you ask, what the f***? Now, this could be for a multitude of reasons. Be it the game is weird and questionable or uncomfortable at times, be it the game is violent and very uber serious, or the game just makes you feel like you're on something. The nominees are
Changed by Dragon Snow, Plug and Play by Eder Studio, Juice Galaxy by Fishlicka, and Hatred by Destructive Creations.
We all have that one game that promises it's coming out soon, but then we get disappointed when no announcement news comes out. Not naming names here. But, your nominees for the most hyped title, games that aren't out, but are hyped to death and back, are
Billy Bust Up by Humble Games, Hollow Knight, Silksong by Team Cherry, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle by Bethesda, and Disney's Epic Mickey Rebrushed by THQ Nordic.
We all love a video game that we can just plug in or turn on and just unwind to. And here are your 4 nominees for the Plug It and Chill Award. They are
Stardew Valley by The Secret Police, Cult of the Lamb by Massive Monster and Devolver Digital, Subnautica by Charlie Cleveland, and Tetris Effect Connected by Resonair, Monstars, and Stage Games.
We all have a game that we personally love, but the developers have abandoned or neglected to a degree, which is why we picked 4 titles for this award, and 1 remained victorious. Here are your selections for the nominees of the most neglected title.
Unreal Tournament by Epic Games and Digital Extremes, The Crew by Ubisoft, Team Fortress 2 by Valve, and Titanfall 2 by EA.
Speaking of neglection, there are some mascots in the gaming industry that we want to see again, but the companies just seem to not care. The 4 nominees for Wish to See It Get Award are
Rayman from Ubisoft, Plock from Tradewest, Vectorman by Sega, and Rystar by Sega.
Now, we all love a good story. Don't get me wrong, it basically builds the game into what you want. Here are the 4 picks for Best Story. They are
the Kingdom Hearts franchise by Disney and Square Enix, the God of War franchise by Sony Computer Entertainment, the Fallout franchise by Bethesda Software and Interplay, and the Cyberpunk 2077 franchise, which includes not just the game but also the animated series on Netflix. So CD Projekt Red and animation studio Trigger.
We all love a good RPG game, and these 4 titles should tell you more than enough. Here are your picks for the best RPG game. Your nominees are
Persona 3 Reload by Atlus and Sega, Super Mario RPG by Nintendo and Square Enix, Dragon's Dogma 2 by Capcom, and Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth by Sega and Ryu Ga Gotoku Studio.
Now, there are good companies and there are bad companies. Your 4 nominees for the Worst Company Ever Award are
Ubisoft, Nintendo, EA Games, and Warner Brothers Games.
As of late, video games have been getting a cinema or TV adaptation, and we've picked 4 of the best so far. Your nominees for Best Video Game Adaptation are
The Super Mario Bros. Movie by Nintendo, Universal, and Illumination, Fallout by Bethesda and Amazon Productions, The Last of Us by HBO, Warner Bros. TV, PlayStation, and Sony Pictures Television, and Sonic 2 by Paramount Pictures.
Now, we all have a specific voice that we know and love, and this award should treat that actor that gave that voice with a lot of love too. Your nominees for the Best Actor in Gaming are
Rick Hunter of the Postal series, Christopher Judge of the God of War series, Alistair Duncan of Metal Gear Rising, and Chris Rager of the Borderlands series.
We all know video games have a certain platform that they need to be on. And some platforms are good, some platforms are bad. But anywho, with that out of the way, your nominees for Favorite Console are
the Steam Deck by Valve, the Xbox Series X by Microsoft, the PS5 by Sony Computer Entertainment, and the Nintendo Switch by Nintendo. For the most underrated system, which apparently hasn't been filmed, your nominations are the Sega Dreamcast by Sega, the PlayStation Vita by Sony, the Atari VCS by Atari, and the Nintendo Wii U by Nintendo.
We all love a good old gun game, and this award should very easily show that. Your nominees for the Best First-Person Shooter Game are
Postal 2 by Running with Scissors, Metal Hellsinger by The Outsiders and Funcom, Killing Floor 2 by Tripwire Interactive, and Doom Eternal by id Software and Bethesda.
Now, we all know that Freeplay has had 2 seasons within the course of time, over a year or so. But we do have some good favorite episodes that people tend to like. But now let's put that to the ultimate challenge. Your nominees for the best Freeplay episode out of this entire run are
Go Go Hypergrind Season 1 Episode 4, Vectorman Season 2 Episode 2, Magnetica Season 2 Episode 5, part of the double feature, and PXG Season 1 Episode 5.
And lastly, the nominations for Freeplay's Game of the Year award are
This year's Game of the Year nominations are quite a tight fight, so have fun with that one. Your nominees are Helldivers 2 by PlayStation Studios, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk by Team Reptile, Metal Hellsinger by The Outsiders and Funcom, and Cult of the Lamb by Massive Monster and Devolver Digital.
And just like that, that was disappointing. Our nominees have been revealed. You can vote for them now at the link right here. I'll see you this summer when the winners are unveiled. My name is Dan. This has been Freeplay. I'll see you at the awards show.